Hi everyone and welcome back to the Analogue Wonderland YouTube channel. My name is Emma, I'm marketing assistant here at Analogue Wonderland. Today I'm in a slightly different setup, mainly because I wanted to show off my lovely film locker. If you guys follow us on Twitter, you may have seen we bought this last summer as part of our move. It was a bit flimsier than we expected, but I jazzed it up with lots of lovely stickers from the film community. Loads of people sent them in, and it has become my pride and joy. Most people here at Analogue Wonderland HQ absolutely hate it. So it's making its debut on the YouTube channel today. Yeah, if anyone has any more stickers they want to send in to jazz them up, then let me know. I just love it because it shows like the diversity and the wonderful people who make up this film community. Anyway, today I am here to talk about Kentmere Pan 100, another film review coming up for you all, so I hope you enjoy, and if you have any more tips and tricks to add, please comment them down below. So let's get started.
Whether you are new to film photography or a long-time analogue enthusiast, our channel covers all things film, from tips and tricks, film reviews to how-to videos. Subscribe now and keep those notifications turned on so that you never miss a beat. Happy shooting!
So Kentmere Pan 100 is a black and white panchromatic film. It has an ISO of 100, so it is quite a slow speed film, ideal for those sunnier, brighter days which are hopefully coming closer. And it is a great beginner or starter film for 35mm photographers. We have had its faster sibling in the box, Kentmere 400. But as I said, the days are getting a bit brighter, so we thought we'd treat you all with a slow speed film for those sunny days that are coming up. But before I get into more about the emulsion, let's talk a bit about the Kentmere brand. Kentmere is owned by Harman Technology, who also own the rights to produce Ilford films. So straight out the gate, you know it's from a reputable and quality source. Ilford produce amazing quality black and white emulsions. It's come from the same factory, same production line as Ilford Films, so even though it is a cheaper, more budget film, it is still great quality. So originally the Kentmere company produced photographic paper from their base in the Lake District. They still do produce some papers which are also used for student photographers. The Kentmere papers are what I first printed on at my university darkroom, and we now have some of them on sale, which is really exciting as well. And we are now stocking some of the Kentmere and Ilford papers on our website as well, so definitely check them out. But they were then acquired by Harman in 2007 and the operations were combined in Cheshire. 2 years later, a new pair of black and white films were launched under the Kentmere brand, simply called 100 and 400. Originally, these films were exported to the US market only and were designed to compete in the student market. However, their popularity meant that Harman introduced them to more and more markets over time, and even updated their packaging in 2018, because when they were first introduced the packaging was thought to be pretty basic, but the Kentmere 100 is a lovely blue now and the Kentmere 400 is a purple tone. But in each new market, no matter where it was sold, the student positioning as the brand stuck, and Kentmere films are definitely well known for being great beginner films to start with. So what does this mean? Well, firstly, it means they're very cheap. Kentmere have always been one of the most affordable black and white films on the market, so folks can shoot a lot more of it for a lot less. Partly this is because students are not known for having a lot of spare cash, but also because this encourages a lot more experimentation and playfulness, as you don't need to be so reserved with your shots, so you do have that flexibility to play around a bit more. And this encourages lots of happy accidents, learnings and experimentation, which we love to see. It is also available in 24 exposures, which is another advantage to students and beginners. Shorter rolls mean faster turnaround between projects or ideas, and therefore quicker improvements. So a bit about the film. Kentmere 100 has relatively fine grain. It is a panchromatic black and white film, ideal for daylight photography. It has medium contrast, subtle tones, and a very good exposure latitude, which is another great thing about it, especially as it's designed for beginners. It's got that good exposure latitude, a bit of flexibility. If you don't quite nail the exposure, chances are you'll still get a decent shot from your roll of film. Compared to Kentmere 400, it seems to have a little bit more contrast and punchier tones, but it still maintains great detail, great sharpness, a good range of mid-tones, clean lines and smooth gradation in the greys. Kentmere 100 holds details in the shadows and handles highlights well too. It does have a slightly thinner base than some of the other Ilford emulsions, so that is worth keeping in mind. But overall, for this price, you can't go wrong. Similar to its faster sibling, Kentmere 400, the film is characterized by a soft backing that allows for easy scanning as the negatives lie flat, resulting in images that will have a medium contrast and fine grain. So if you do home develop and scan your negatives at home, that is definitely a big plus. Some films are known that after developing they can go like super curly, which is a nightmare when you're trying to scan them. They're like pinging all over the place and jumping out the scanner. But this emulsion lies really flat, which is another perk of the film. So let's get into some customer reviews. What do our customers say? In general, this film is seen as an excellent general purpose budget film. So one customer says, although this is a cheaper film, I had good expectations knowing that this is a product from Ilford. While there is some grain and perhaps more than from premium 100 speed films, this was not evident in the woodland photography that this photographer got up to. Another customer described it as a great daily driver and an amazing value film. They say they love this film for urban photography and landscapes. The lower ISO lends itself to wonderfully contrasty images, while the great price lets snappers experiment away without worrying about breaking the bank. And for me, that is the biggest perk. I love to experiment and try new things. So to know I can do that without having to take out a loan is very, very appealing to me. And finally, another customer said, it is much better than you think. So although it is known as a student beginner film, don't let that put you off. It is produced by Ilford, so it is quality, it is well made. This customer says it's a great high resolution film for a smallest price possible, made by Ilford. Expect a similar style to FP4. And for any home developers, this customer says this film loves classic developers like Rodinal or Ilford ones, and they would recommend it. So overall, a brilliant low-speed black and white film for beginners and advanced photographers to have a go at. I've never shot this film before either. I'm quickly racking up a list through doing these reviews of films that I have to try. This film definitely lends itself to a bit of experimentation and playfulness, so I'm going to pick up a roll of this and maybe do some photography that I wouldn't typically do. Maybe try out some new filters or lenses or something a bit different that's outside my comfort zone. I recently got a prism lens which distorts your photos and makes them all sort of kaleidoscopy. So this looks like a great film to try with that, as I'm not going to be worried about the cost as much. So I'd really encourage you to experiment and have fun with this roll. As another customer said, it's great for both urban and landscape photography. So there is a lot here to play with, and we can't wait to see what you get up to with your roll. Have fun, tag us in your pictures, leave product reviews, and we are looking forward to seeing your shots. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to like and subscribe. We had Ribsy into the office the other day and he was telling me that in order to get a plaque from YouTube, you only need 100,000 subscribers. And I think we're on about 4,000. So, you know, only 96,000 odd subscribers to go. Maybe this video will be the one to go viral. Who knows? Either way, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and we'll see you again soon. Bye.